Now I'm the center of attention.
Yeah.
You can use me to center everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Just have it right on his forehead.
Kelvin post. Put one of those crosshairs directly on Alex's face.
No.
What?
You can just in Premiere go.
I don't have Premiere because I hate Adobe.
Oh, what do you use then? Fair enough. I think it operates the same way. Just control and then just hold the button to fucking center it.
It operates exactly the same, except DaVinci's free.
Yeah, that too. Unless you pay for it, then you have access.
You pay for the DaVinci, that gives you basically everything that Premiere does, except better and also cheaper overall.
Yeah, and then it also gives you the has a what is it? I forgot what it's actually called. Some of my friends use it, but it has like the what the fuck is this? It has After Effects like pre-built into it, but that's really complicated.
What?
What's that smell?
That's better.
What's upstairs?
Tacos?
Tacos.
Tacos?
It definitely was Hispanic. I was like, why do I keep on hearing? Why do I keep smelling menudo? I'm like, what the hell is it? I'm like, why am I at my grandma's house right now?
Smell. You smell seasoned, greasy.
It is
The hamburger meat, the hamburger meat.
hamburger meat.
Hamburger.
And
the seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this.
I don't know either.
Welcome to this week's episode of Totally Oblivious. I'm your host. I'm Caleb. Co-host Alex. Colby has made his long return, and he is eating the mic like a drumstick.
You're 40. It's not an ice cream Colby. How you doing there, Unk? You are Unk status.
We can't
status for about 20 years.
We can't call Colby Unk.
He is Unk. He's Unk to me.
He's
In proportion to my age.
What is Unk? I thought Unk just meant uncle.
It does mean uncle.
Yeah,
I've been an uncle since I was like 12.
Damn.
I've been an uncle since before I was born.
I recently became an uncle. I didn't even know.
Andrew had a baby?
You are the
No, my cousin had a kid.
Oh.
Andrew had a baby.
No. My cousin had a kid. I didn't know he had a kid. And then I'm like, oh, I'm an uncle now? That's weird.
Yeah, pretty much.
It just kind of hit me. I was like, oh. And then I just went on with the rest of my day. So it was like, that's just a weird feeling. And like, I don't know how like immediate uncle status, I'd be like, oh shit. But this is like 2 steps removed, like uncle status. And I'm like, I'm an uncle, I guess.
Right. It's different when it's your own sibling.
Oh yeah, way different. I would figure, because I don't even really talk to that cousin all that often. It's been like, well, ever since the Quince when I talked to Anthony then, but like before then, it's been like years. So
Does Andrew have a girlfriend?
fuck no.
Why'd you say it like that?
No, because I have the prerequisite comment of my brother being like, man, they're a waste of money. So I'm like, okay. All right, Andrew, up to you.
He do him.
He do him.
He do him.
Proceeds to spend $30,000 on a fucking Can-Am that fucking broke down several times before using. I'm like, oh, what's a waste of money now?
Real.
But yeah, Bolby, what are you doing? What doing, Bolby? What doing, Unk?
Everything.
I know what the text on the top of the of this episode is. Unk is back.
Why'd you just decide today that
Because
Colby's Unk?
He's
I'm
Unk.
Unkowski.
You're like 35, right, Colby?
32.
32. We round up here. It's 35. And if we're rounding up for 35, it might as well be 40. And if it's 40, it might as well go to 50.
You know, this is I think Alex is compensating for the fact that high schoolers now refer to us as Unk. He's trying to feel youthful again.
No, I don't feel old. I don't feel young either. I just feel like in the void. I'm just am.
I am all I am.
I don't know. I think the official like Unk actual status is anything past like 25 though. I've seen all, like some of those TikToks where it's like it's describing the layers of ages, like the code names, and I'm like, we're right before it.
Why you guys always got a label?
him.
I've been unk since 12 years old.
You labeled yourself.
By percentage of life, I think I outrank you.
Percentage of life? Oh, yeah, what's name?
Well, we mean unk as an old, not actual Uncle Colby, which shows that you're unk then?
I'm ultra uncle.
He was born an unk.
It's so weird.
I'm like the grand general of uncles.
I was molded by it.
Family titles are kind of weird. You know, I don't remember the culture, but like I think it might be some Pacific Islanders where like everybody, all the women that come before you were moms, and all the men that become before you are all dad. I forgot how the tribal system works there. So it's just like sometimes it's like that. Like, no, that's dad. That's also dad. That's also dad. This is actual dad.
That's
someone like that. It's kind of weird because like I've always found it like I guess it showed up with JoJo's where it's like, well, technically Josuke is the uncle to Jotaro, and I'm like, that don't make no goddamn sense. That man has a degree, is getting a degree, went around the world, and this
Josuke is an unk.
How old was Josuke? Josuke was like 15, 16. It's like, I'm your uncle. That don't make sense to me. We need to reclassify some of these terms. Because that is a pompadour child next to that 6'7" behemoth of a man. This is a weird thing. Weird things I think about. Anyway, Bolby, what have you been doing?
I've been so busy. Have you seen how it looks over there?
You have goat. Have we talked about that?
There's just a farm that just appeared in front of my house.
There's a farm here.
I left the server on, and Jill just went crazy.
Yeah, cool.
Colby's like, he left a note. Can you get a couple animals for me while I'm gone? Thanks. I got you.
Gotcha.
I did a little bit of
a billion chickens. There's like 6 goats.
There's more goats now? There was 2 before. How many did you get in a week?
We have 3 boys and 4 girls.
Oh, we're cooked.
There's 7 goats.
There's 7 goats.
And then there's like a whole flock of ducks.
There's more ducks than chickens, I think.
Or were those
so much
birth
chickens,
ducks or just bought ducks?
She bought a bunch. There's call ducks that are useless. Mm-hmm. There's other ducks that she says we can't eat even though they look like they're tasty.
So then why get the ducks?
Balls.
Or geese? Was it geese or ducks?
Ducks. She wants to sell the actual duck, hatch them, and sell them to people.
Oh, okay.
She already has my sister. She's like, "Ooh, can I have some?"
We're cell-ducksing now.
Yeah,
we have reverted into
now there's
it's medieval meta.
Medieval meta. I'll give you 2 duck for 10 pence.
My daughter is at least worth 1 goat.
1 goat.
How many goats are you worth, Colby? That's the real question. I feel like personally, I'm at least 4 goats worthy.
4 goats.
At least. Bare minimum.
That depends.
Yeah.
If people are starving, maybe I'm worth a goat.
A single goat? Colby, I think you should praise yourself a lot more higher than that. I think you're at least worth as many goats as I am.
We've been talking about where I was working in Montana. We're talking about currency a lot. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, you should buy some gold and silver. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. But also at the same time,
there's gonna be whole. No, there's nothing happened. I just hit the wall.
I don't even understand how that noise was even made.
It's because it's sticky from the paint.
Yeah. Did you paint this wall?
Everything's painted.
Oh,
except for the door.
Yeah. Okay. But continue.
So they suggested me to buy gold and silver, and I was like, yeah, it's a good idea. But then I was thinking even further. I invested wrong.
Why are we investing in gold and silver in the year 2025?
Because it can increase. It always stays value, and it can increase. So it's like,
why are we medieval stock trading now? Why are we going
because
gold and silver? There's
this fear that the banks are going to crash, and if the internet goes out, then it just wipes out your account.
So we're in Montana. This is like conservative Montana level thinking here. I get it.
It's not extreme conservative. It's actually pretty.
You're in the liberal part. What mystical land are you in right now? In Montana that it's liberal, or at least somewhat like.
Oh, it's not liberal, but it's not. I don't know. Actually, it's kind of weird. But
Okay, you tell us.
it's in Helena, the capital.
Montana's capital is named Helena,
Mm-hmm.
like Troy.
Troy.
I was thinking more like My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
Where was I? Oh yeah. So, I was thinking like, oh yeah, I can. That's a good investment. You can trade gold and stuff. But then also you have to think food and water.
Okay.
How valuable is that?
Worth more than gold.
That's exactly what I thought. So I just let Jill.
Gold's one of those. I guess we're stock broing today's episode. Gold and silver are kind of bullshit. They're bullshit elements. Gold doesn't do anything. It just serves the idea of what something is actually worth.
Of value.
Yeah, I'm more of a physical, like I'll give you a goat for a goat kind of type trader. What do I need gold for? My phone? Well, if the system goes whack, why do I need gold? Titanium
Because it's physical.
Yeah.
Same with it's a universal currency, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But with cash, what if the American dollar crashes? Then it's like, oh shoot,
Well, if the American
at
dollar
least I
crashes,
have
gold is the least of our concerns. We have a lot of
what-
other things to worry about.
But not me. I got goat. I can sell goat to you.
Honestly, you're goat maxing. Honestly, on a
Goat
technicality,
maxing.
I think now you guys can just quit your jobs and just goat max and get goat milk,
It's actually
make
it's
cheese. Just go to your
yogurt,
neighbors and be like, can I
goat
eat?
gurt, goat gurt.
Gurt.
Then you can eat people's lawns for free. Be like, hey, can I mow your lawn? Just let my goats eat it.
Like a Santa Claus just lasso them like reindeer, just eat.
They're actually pretty efficient. You don't need to whip them. Just let them into a yard. They go, ooh, grass.
That's
start
exactly right. That is okay. This is how she tricked me. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get one goat, and he's just gonna eat everything. We're gonna make a perimeter. He's gonna eat everything because we're trying to build out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to lay out the land and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, and it's gonna be good. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna eat him. I was like, okay.
And then 6 goats more.
6 goats later, we have 2 pens, no grass in there, haystacks for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't think we were just gonna use them just to eat grass.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, yeah, you have to have something in the background before you let them eat. I'm shocked that you have so many dudes. I think
Because they're just just a pet. She just liked it. The other ones are supposed to.
Just like the 8 call ducks that she got, completely useless other than that they're small.
That's so weird. Why are they useless?
They don't.
Don't
they're
really lay
they're tiny. They're like
eggs. They have
Pichu.
no meat. They are like Pichu size.
That's it.
That's so weird. We're not farm maxing here well enough.
The maxing's not. We could have invested in bees, but instead they invested in call ducks.
You're still gonna invest in bees.
You should invest in bees.
Should have done it already.
Why are we acting like medieval peasants, talking about stuff, but we just have microphones?
Bees.
Why'd you go to the collar today and buy gold? Gold is so
I was
useless.
playing in the mud and I stabbed someone with the javelin.
This is weird.
It's the new.
Apparently,
It's the new. We're ahead of the time.
The meta.
Might be.
Meta's changing.
You see these tariff prices?
it's constantly getting worse.
Oh yeah.
If we're getting into more news, remember those Epstein files that stopped, that were fake, and then all of a sudden they were real, and then they were fake again, but then they were confirmed real by the FBI? Well, I guess Trump's saying that they're fake again.
The endless cycle that will continue for the next 4 years, and then we're gonna have to go through a fucking comeback arc.
I hope it doesn't last for 4 years.
I hope he fucking dies tomorrow. I wake up every morning just
Come
being
on,
like,
Schlatt.
is he dead? It's
Come on,
August.
Schlatt.
It's August.
Any
I'm
day
hoping
now,
for it.
Schlatt.
You have to wait till December. That's when crazy things always happen.
See,
True. It's the season finale. That's what we're waiting for.
I'm shocked that you guys don't do sheeps. Go back to the.
Well, we almost got some sheep from my sister. She's
I would
giving
have
them away.
done sheep because you guys can sell the wool.
I heard it's hard to shear.
Oh no, it definitely is a bitch. But you get you get sheep meat, sheep milk, and then sheep wool.
I don't think people really drink sheep milk, do they?
They kind of do. When you don't have a goat, you use a sheep. Every animal has their specific use. Oh, now that I think about it, bro, some sheep, some goat, like food right now, like a little leg. I'm hungry. I haven't ate all day.
You like goat?
I fucking love goat.
Goat's
I've
good.
had goat brain. Have I told that on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but I've had the goat brain before. I've had a whole goat. I've had some very interesting.
Every
Like you just
part of the
went,
goat.
and
Yeah,
just
no,
like
I've had the meat of a goat. This is all my grandpa. I was like, I want to say less than 10 years old. I ate brain. Brains don't taste like anything. You genuinely need seasoning. There's just like it's just a bunch of fat. And then I had goat intestines. Not the craziest thing. Takes forever to cook, but it's okay.
I think I've had that before.
Yeah, but
It's just kind of
the actual meat itself, it's good. It's okay. I would prefer like an actual cow or like chicken over it. But like it does what it's need. It's how would I describe it like overall? It's like you meet the ends meet with goat meat. It's like it will do the job. You will eat. You will be full. You will be happy for the next day. It's not like a wagyu steak that costs $100. It's goat. You get milk. You get your cheese. A goat can technically make a whole taco or a burrito. You're just missing the flour. So you can with one goat you can make at least several burritos worth of food over a lifetime.
We were thinking about a cow too. But
There's
we can't. We're at capacity.
Yeah.
A cow is not living comfortably out here.
There's no way.
just one cow?
Well, unless you got rid of all the chickens and then all the goats for all the animals you have now, you would need to replace for one cow. And plus, I'll be real with you, cows are inefficient. Genuinely.
Also, shouldn't you be focused on building a house first?
You know what? Sometimes though in Minecraft, I'd be putting fences before I make a house for myself. I'll be dirt maxing before I do anything.
I got the 1x1 house.
The 1x1 house.
You were 1x1 maxing.
Look, Colby's doing it wrong then. He's supposed to be digging straight down underneath his house.
Yeah, you can do that.
Not in this. This place is just rock. What is it? Bedrock?
You just
3 feet
dig
down.
through the.
What are we on? Super flat?
It's super flat.
It is on super flat.
No, Colby, you use that rock to build the walls of the rest of your house underground.
I wish real life operated like Minecraft. I wish I could just go outside,
Just start digging
and then
down.
fucking gold. It'd be awesome. Genuinely.
You can do that. It just takes years in your whole life.
You technically can, but the government doesn't want you.
That's why they don't want you.
You know what's crazy? So this is
Did you know there's
conservative,
regulations that stop you from building however you want?
Yeah,
That's stupid.
That and anything above your land or below your land, you don't own.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, you only get the top soil layer, and then like after I think 6 feet, it's like no, you don't. Anything you find under there, that's ours.
It's probably because they
It's all
have tunnels down there, and they're like, we don't want you.
Probably, yeah.
I don't trust the government.
Spend a couple weeks in Montana. It's Montana core now.
Montana core.
Okay, I haven't asked you about it, but how was Montana? Were the people eldritch beings?
Just long beard and just like
Yeah.
with a book and a little pipe and like.
I want a pipe. That's besides the point.
No,
They're
just like over here, but what's the right word? More like
closed-minded.
no.
Peculiar.
They're like I don't know the right word, but it's worse here.
It's worse here?
It's worse here. I
I
was
wanna-
driving.
Uh-huh.
Ever since I got here, I've been driving, and people have just been making me mad. Just how they drive. People, you just go to the store, and people are just crazy. Like it's actually pretty normal there, and I didn't realize it till I came back here. And I'm like, why is everyone crazy here?
Really?
Yeah, it's not bad. There's not too much people there. Plus, I think most of them are tourists. So, people are pretty happy when they're on vacation.
They're vacationing.
So yeah, it's pretty nice there.
Well, I think people in Moses Lake are just particularly special.
It's so interesting. Why do you think that, or why do you say that?
Why they're normal?
Yeah, why are they normal?
It's probably more comfortable living. I don't know. They have no taxes there, so that's nice.
Okay.
They don't really have stores there, but like,
So what you're just describing me is everybody's normal because there isn't capitalism like every like 20 miles.
I would probably
Lack
like
of
when when you're getting pushed, all the time and demanded on things, that gets to people. But like honestly, I was pretty fine there. Like I just played games on my free time. I walked to the card store and I bought Pokemon cards. Like that was walked downtown and got ice cream. Mm-hmm. That was like fine with me. Like his life was pretty good.
I wish it was that fucking simple here.
What I'm hearing is lack of capitalism, but amenities.
I guess, yeah.
Everybody makes you ask questions.
It's almost as if where we live is just a desolate wasteland.
It is. You find out or realize how crappy things are. Like I always thought, Washington is good when it comes to like nature and stuff. You have to find the right places.
I think we're just particularly in an area that is bad.
There's something in the water or something. Like people are going kind of crazy here.
Well, there's poop in the water.
That is true.
There is poop in the water.
I think, what could it be? Genuinely, I think it's just...
It might just be Moses Lake, because every community outside of Moses Lake, even in central Washington I've gone to, everyone's pretty happy. I think it's just Moses Lake.
I think it's a lot of things. Because when I go to Seattle, sometimes I haven't been there in a while because Nat's been in town. I don't know, man. I go to Seattle. Everybody complains about Seattle, but
It's
go.
nice.
It's actually pretty nice. Yeah,
It's okay. Like, sure, are there homeless people? Yeah, of course, you're gonna be homeless people.
There's much homeless people everywhere.
I think it's worse here, honestly.
It is actually. It's so weird to be a liberal. I'm going. Apparently, today is conservative Alex Day. I go to TikTok and I see all those map comparisons. I'm like, what's up with Washington as of late? Is it honestly because of the tech bros ruining everything?
Yeah, that's probably
like it's just so weird.
I think it's because Washington is so diverse. Like I've been to many states now. Mm-hmm. Like pretty
you're a traveling nurse,
straightforward,
right? Or no?
No.
What are you?
Just I was working in dams.
You're working on dams?
Dam worker.
You're a dam worker?
Yeah.
Jeez, this is not Colby lore. I've asked Caleb to inform me on.
I thought he told you last time he was here.
No. Colby,
Maybe, I don't think I did.
He did it. I saw Colby.
You just skated over the fact that I was like, yep, Colby's going to be gone for a while. You're like, oh, that's fine.
That's cool. Good for Colby.
No question as to where he was going.
But that's so dude-like, though. It's like, good for Colby.
Did you ask those memes? Did you ask?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I thought Colby was fine. Is Colby alive? Yeah. That's okay.
But yeah, pretty much Kentucky is...
You went to Kentucky?
All of Kentucky is the same.
What was the chicken? Tangent.
Didn't really eat
Did it
the
have
chicken.
Kentucky chicken in Kentucky?
No, I had alligator.
Mm-hmm.
Alligator, and it's more like shrimp and stuff.
Really?
It was or crawdad.
Oh,
very good. Didn't really have chicken, but the chicken in Nashville is very good.
Okay.
Very good. But yeah, that's what's weird is like the whole state, pretty much the same throughout the whole state. But in Washington, very different on the coast, very different next to the coast, very different outside that, and then outside that. You know what I mean? So it's like coastal, mountainous, desert, then it's like urban. So it's like it's very, very, very diverse from how normal. Why are you giving that look?
No. I'm just thinking about. I hope Caleb will post zoom on my face when I say that, or I was thinking that, or when he was saying that, because I'm thinking here. I'm like, those mountains really fuck us over, really.
I mean, yeah,
because it ruins everything. I genuinely believe. I have no idea as an Eastern person. Going over to see my girlfriend and just like on a random Saturday, it's just being gray and rainy. And I just go, this is so nice.
It is nice.
The trees around me, I'm just all, oh God, I don't know if I want to rant
Eastern Washington. You guys ready for another drought?
Dude, it was raining and thundering early today. And I wanted to go out. I had to edit, but I wanted to go outside and just go.
Time to enjoy the 1 hour of rain we've got in like the last 3 months.
Yeah. Well, the rained earlier.
It's rained twice. in the past 3 months.
No.
Both have been in the span of the past 2 weeks.
I think Washington is slowly getting that Arabian feel of, I'm heat mad. It's too hot. I'm uncomfortable.
Maybe.
It's
Also,
irritating.
This city is like a crossroads
For everyone.
for everyone. So it's like one of those.
That's true.
On the anime.
Because a lot of the bad drivers I've encountered driving through town are from out of state.
Yeah. And you know what? I'd argue it's never in town. Well, sometimes, depending on the time of day. But I usually find it on the highway. It's never actually in town. I'm usually fine for the most part.
They're just, for some reason, people drive through here and they're just like, brain turn off time.
No.
I think it is because it's just a bad scenery. You go to Montana, it's just like, oh wow. Wyoming, I went to Wyoming.
We're surrounded by good scenery. Mm-hmm. It's just as soon as you get to this area, it's just like
well, how does it? Well, you know what? You're not wrong because eventually, at one point, going to Coeur d'Alene or Spokane, it eventually becomes like,
ooh, look at these trees.
Yeah, no, it's like there's like trees and red rocks, and it's like this. You know what? This is bare minimum kind of interesting. But then there's just this point, like past. I want to say Wenatchee. Would I say? Yeah, past Wenatchee. From here to like a certain point near Spokane, where it's either the color brown and then wheat fields. Because I remember going to Coeur d'Alene like as an adult with Juan and Nat. It's a different Juan, the gay best friend of my girlfriend. And then at one point, I'm all like, "There's just fields. There's nothing fucking out here."
Well, I mean, I guess to give the benefit to our area, it's very good farmland.
Yeah, no. Yeah, good thing on that. But it's just like, in terms of interestingness, I'm just like, it's just brown and wheat. Mm-hmm. No wonder people could go fucking crazy from this. Going to your job and just seeing the constant same wheat fields psychologically every day. There's no way.
Well, the most fun people do here, like no matter your wealth, whatever, is to boat on the nasty green lake. Like, you just look at that. Like, the most fun you can do here is to boat on that nasty lake.
Nat's an urban planner, and there was some type of survey, and she had asked, how would you increase the tourism in Moses? Which this might answer some of the questions of why everybody's a bad driver. It just seems weird. It's just Moses is becoming a tourist town, right? And what I said to Nat was, get better purification for the lake. And then what was my other answer? I'm forgetting it right now, but it's just like
probably more things to do.
Yeah, that's
more stores.
Yes.
What are they called?
Not like
stores, but like rock climbing and paintball.
Things to do and see. Because no funding goes into like
anything.
There's no hot.
I think the museum gets the least amount of funding out of anything in the city.
There's nothing to do, and every time my girlfriend complains about it, I agree with her. It's just like there's nothing. Genuinely, when Joanne's closed, when I got into my Warhammer hobby, I went, there's literally nothing to do in this fucking town now, other than like specific community events. I'm like, this is ass.
Yeah.
And I look back at Seattle and the stuff in that area. I'm just like, dude, if there was like a Warhammer or Games Workshop store, I genuinely
just
would
anything.
I would work.
Here.
I would get off my YouTube thing and be like, I would work part time at like a hobby store.
I think the problem is our community has maxed into summer activities,
and it's done.
And then once summer activities are done, they're like, well, guess there's nothing left to do, guys.
I don't think it's what they want. It's just the people who are running this city.
Yeah,
they just pull all them. Like, they just take all the money. They have to be They don't put anything into the city. They just take it all.
Caleb, you're the news reporter. You should be doing investigative journalism.
I don't know exactly the funding, but I can tell you this from what I've seen from the outside communities. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, like I went to Othello for the 4th of July, and I went to their park during their festival. I was like, man, this park's a lot nicer than the parks that we have in town. It's like, it's almost as if they upkeep these.
They put money and care.
As a Othello-born Lived there for how old were you in 7th grade?
I don't know, however old you were.
I want to say 13. I'm going to say 13 or
I think
12.
it was about 12 or 13.
12 or 13. Those parks were bitching.
They're nice.
They were the one that I lived in front of. Oh God, I'm so sad. I'll never go back to that old house with Paula. The park in front of my house, next to my elementary school, peak. I didn't go out there as much as a kid, but if I were to now as an adult, I'd be at that park every day. I'd walk around, do things. There was always a community event around that park.
You know what the problem is?
Always.
It's a lack of care. The people in charge don't care, and then citizens don't care, and it's just a cycle of not caring, and everything just starts to look like crap.
Can I glaze my girlfriend real quick? I genuinely believe if Nat actually got like a directorial urban planning job here in Moses and was actually given a significant amount of power, I genuinely believe solely through Natalia alone she'd be able to make Moses Lake entirely better.
Well,
Swear to God.
Others have tried, and they got ousted.
And you know what? I think it's just because of bullshit.
I had a buddy I went to school with. He ran for something here, and like he had a good run, but like out of nowhere he just lost, and I was like, yeah, I really think you got to change the leadership here.
It's really just the problem is everybody knows everybody, so they just vote for the people who are like, I know that guy.
Small town syndrome.
Yeah. Damn. It's small town syndrome, but it's starting to grow bigger in population, so it's getting like big city problems, but they're like, no, we're still a small town. This is small town. We can't add anything that would change this from being small town because we are small town and that is our entire identity.
That's a terrible thing to do for a city that's in the crossroads.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's a very terrible thing. And you are seeing what the effects. You see this bend and break where there's a bunch of homeless people. There's a bunch of like it's highly populated here now.
Yeah. No, I'm going to put it in perspective as like a YouTuber who surpassed the town's population. Getting my recent video right. Hold on. What did my funny? My funny Valentine video was like about 1,000 views away from being 50,000 people. You know what 50,000 looks like? That's an entire stadium, right? So Moses Lake is about half that. So our current population is half like the stadium size of the Seattle Seahawks just living here. Do you know what you have to do do you know what you have to do in order to figure out that population in order to keep them happy? There's no way you can small town it. 25,000 people is not a small town.
Well,
that's like borderline small city.
That's what they be pushing.
It's not a small town. There's no way. It's so diverse. I have seen Asians. I have seen Mexicans. I have seen blacks. I've seen whites. This is a city. There is no argument in
and we
saying
have
it's small.
growing industries too. Like we have so much stuff going on at the airport now, and then they have all these battery companies coming in. It's like we have industry, but why isn't anything like actually improving?
It's
You know something's wrong when the most we've had within 20 years was
any golf course at the bowling alley.
No.
What? Tell me, Colby.
Chipotle. Getting Chipotle.
I'd say Chipotle and Wendy's. All those new fast food spots. Genuinely, I was like, this is pretty nice.
That's the most they've done in 20 years.
Or maybe the Costco. No, not the Costco. The Winco. The Winco's pretty cool.
Okay, they did get Winco when I
But
was.
but look how long it takes to get any of that stuff. It's forever.
It is forever.
Forever.
Maybe it's the state thing then. Maybe it's.
It could be.
beyond.
I think if I did read a statistic, a lot of the money goes to other states. You know. God, that fucking relief aid bullshit the other day was funny. Oh God, it was hilarious. Oh, we're gonna take this money and instead of putting it into our storm, prevented stuff, we're gonna buy military grade vehicles for our police officers so the liberals can't use the money or something like that in Texas. And I'm all like, I think that happens everywhere because genuinely, what major crime I think in the city of Moses Lake, Washington, that we need anything, right? Like, where's the money into actual good things? Like, more money into the bus services, or
of all areas that would severely benefit from really good public transportation, it would be our area, since everything's already pretty close together. Like, literally, the transportation between each of these cities shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
But somehow we're still all having to one car it to each individual city.
Yeah.
It's like, we could have like a bus system that is reliable,
or multiple ways to get in and out of
multiple ways to get in and out of each city and within each city.
Yeah.
Because I can't for the life of me understand how on earth any of our towns aren't walkable.
It's so weird. And like, I kind of have to be sad about like the main, where the clock tower is, with all those businesses.
Yeah.
Genuinely
It gets no attention because people can't
go to them,
easily get to those places.
Yeah, it's BS. I
Like,
wish
they hold events there,
Yeah.
and the events are cool, but it's like outside of those events, it's very inconvenient to get to those spots.
it really is. I don't, that's why I said now would probably do a good job, because she's always told me about certain things, and I might have been like liberal brainwashed. If I'm speaking all conservative here, I'm all like, there should be more public transit. There should be more benches. There should be less parking and more just like businesses in general. What is this? What are we doing?
What's going on?
I genuinely do think there's like some like low level corruption happening here.
Oh, there has to be. There has to
Easily.
be.
Because like with
Just look at our school district.
Just look at our school district.
You know what's crazy?
Getting the money to pay for athletics and activities, getting the levy passed, and then going, yes, now we can start our lawsuit against trans athletes. Yes.
Well, okay, I guess today we're just shit talking where we live. I thought there would have been an actual conversation, but no, I'm good for shit talking. I'm totally in the evil mood today. It's helping my spirits.
What did you have planned?
I have no idea. Usually Kayla has something, but you know what?
I did have a plan, but
it's shit talking day.
We're talking small town America now.
Okay, two things. One, the fact that happened.
That literally, there was absolutely no logic behind that could possibly justify them doing that. Still on that point, where has that gone? Because you're the news guy, literally. I think they came to their senses and didn't pursue the lawsuit, because literally, like, even right before, because the WIAA, the Washington Interscholastic Athletic and Activity Board, that covers everything in Washington, needs to meet with the schools and like basically confirm that they're gonna re-sign their contract and participate in the athletics. And I think it was last month the Moses Lake School Board met to discuss this, and they're like, yeah, so we're thinking, like, they were basically on the deadline to sign, to get get things going, to have the athletics happen this year. And they're like, so we're considering withholding signing this contract because we don't like the fact that the WIAA is saying stuff to have trans athletes in. And the athletic director was like,
we have nobody.
Are you stupid?
There's nobody here.
Literally, nobody will get to participate in any sports if we don't sign on. They were literally fighting the most useless battle.
See, but where did that even come from?
You know where it came from? I'll tell you.
We know where this came
Where'd it
from.
come from?
Switching sides from local news to knowing global
National
politics.
news.
Just out of nowhere, though, they're just like, we should apply that.
I'll explain why. So this is how this pipeline works. So one day it started popping up in some local spots because some sports were kind of like non-binary. Anybody can participate, right? But then you start getting into, God, it's so fucking stupid. So some sports get really analytical and like really power numbered. Sports are nerdy as fuck. If you're a nerd arguing with a jock, that jock is as nerdy as you are. plain and simple. Sports or real life power scaling. I don't give a shit, right?
No, that's
it's
true.
real life power scaling. If I actually got into sports, I beat both my brother and my dad in their asses if I actually were to give a fuck. Because I'd be bringing up numbers and stats and statistics like a madman. But that's not the point. But what ended up happening is, right, so somebody would turn trans, and then there would be arguments of, well, there might be a woman now, but they still have like, and I'm going to randomly pull out a number, 15 years of being a man. While you yourself believe you are a woman, your body is still physically at least male enough to where you start dominating like females. Or, other way around in that. I get lost in the whole trans thing, right? But that doesn't matter, right? So it's like, you're putting out numbers a woman should realistically not be able to put out or something like that. And so what ends up happening is that gets into conservative spaces and they start fucking eating it like piranhas. So eventually when that happens, then we move on to the Joe Rogan experience. And this is where it just goes chaotic. And, Joe starts arguing that like male to female athletes shouldn't be participating with those women because it's just unfair because you were a man for like 15 years and your body is still like
just because of what like they are a woman but they have like genetically
they trans so when they went to man
trans
so they're all messed up. And so what ends up happening, because it becomes a conservative talking point, and I can go into politics with this, cities like Moses start getting all like, well, what about ours? Like we are not even at that league right now. Why are we even talking about this?
That's the funniest part about all this is they were willing to risk our entire school district's ability to participate in sports for an issue that does not exist at our level because there are no trans athletes.
Trans athletes only exist at the highest echelon or like medium to highest echelon of any sport. Mm-hmm. Below that, it just doesn't exist. So it ends up just becoming a conservative talking point, which ends up going into politics of how whoever is in charge at the current point ends up ruining it for everybody because it changes their perspective. So it's just like, it's a massive clusterfuck. So whoever's at top eventually trickles down to the bottom. This is where Reaganomics actually exists. When you have a conservative, like, funny man like Trump who ends up doing all these things, and like the Joe Rogans of the world, it ends up worsening it for everybody else because it doesn't exist on most high school levels. You'll have maybe some in highly like populated areas, but you just don't. It's just bullshit. They're just distracting you from dumb shit because it's like, maybe not all of your people will be able to participate in sports, or how are you using your money? And it's like, we have to protect the kids. It's like we are not doing our job.
They don't care about the kids.
Yeah.
And when they cared about the kids, they don't even want them to have free lunch.
I remember, so the reason why I going back, right, we went on a massive tangent. Second point. I believe Moses is corrupt for several reasons, because I remember back in the day with Mr. Becker, right, where we were remember, I think you were part of the conversation too, where Mr. Becker was arguing like we'd get more school funding, and Mr. Becker was like arguing with some people about like where's the money actually going. And I think at the time, I think the money did go to the right place, but over time, the people that Mr. Becker was arguing with were kind of right. Where did the money actually go? Because clearly now people were clearly having it for themselves and bonuses, right? Yeah, Caleb Post, like correct me on that. So it's like there has to be something going on. I remember the whole Chico scenario too, with like the pedo stuff, and I'm like, what's going on here?
That's just like a forgotten part of the town history now. Mm-hmm. Is that the guy who owned one of the major restaurants in town turned out to be like a huge pedophile, human trafficking type stuff. Mm-hmm. Maybe not human trafficking, maybe that's not the right word, but he was basically selling out his underage female workers for sex.
That's so fucking crazy.
Or using them for sexual intentions.
He was pimping them
out. And just died a couple months later. I think it was alcohol poisoning, they said. But, like pretty soon after that all came out, he died. And then all of a sudden it went quiet.
Suspicious.
Very
suspicious.
suspicious.
You know,
That
very
happened around the
quiet.
same. I don't think it happened around the same time because I think it was like after high school.
This
but
was
it's just
like 2021, 22.
yeah, it was just so. There's just weird things that happen here that I think are part of the like the grander
just-
mainstream America, but then like also on a minor level.
That's what I always say is that everything that happens, like you can look at any like community and the interactions that happen with that in that community can basically just be applied to the entire grand scale of the world.
Yeah.
Here's the biggest evidence.
Okay. Colby's in this right now, by the way.
He's in.
The whole time we were explaining that he's been locked in.
I remember when I was a kid, there was like dirt roads in Moses Lake,
Mm-hmm.
and they've grown. They've made roads. They made a lot of stores and
Recently,
buildings.
right now,
Now it's like I think they've peaked when I was like 15, maybe.
yeah. Okay, all right.
15 from 15. So like 17 years,
Mm-hmm.
it's been the same. More people coming in, more people buying, more people circulating money,
Mm-hmm.
staying the same. That doesn't work that way. Like, where's
Mm.
the money going? The money has to be, you know what I mean? Like, there's not like this big honey jar of money, being stored. Oh, let's just store it. It's going somewhere. You know what
That's
I mean?
a good fucking question.
It's been stagnant. It's been stagnant for 17 years. Moses Lake has not grown. They do road work every 2-3 years.
Yeah, but that's state stuff.
That
That's
is state stuff.
That's not
State,
local.
state and county.
But still, it's not growing.
Yeah, the city itself.
And I think,
like-
a lot of the big people in charge here are like, we want a small city. I think that's just like a push for, oh yeah, I want this, but it's like, hush, hush, I'm doing this.
I get down what you're putting down. I'm currently lowering my conspiracy criticisms right now because I just want to hate.
We just want to hate.
There's a reason to hate, especially here, because they're doing absolutely nothing about anything. Anything.
Pretty much to put it
being
in
sucked dry.
perspective is the thing that people don't like that happens with most conservative communities such as ours is they like to take problems and just shove them under the rug. Like the homeless problem, that's pretty much what.
But why is that? Why do you think that is? Because they're benefiting somehow. They don't want to change things when they're benefiting.
Yeah. But once they got caught that they were doing that, then it's like, okay, we're gonna do something.
What is it? I have to agree to Colby's point because I grew up in Othello, right? Othello doesn't really get a lot of traction. It is definitely a migrant farming town. That is a small town. I think still to this day, I don't think they've ever. Caleb Post, correct me. I don't even think they've ever cracked 10,000 people in terms of population.
Just look that up right now.
Yeah, like they've never cracked it. They've never hit those like really big numbers. But still, Othello has one. They have a ballpark too. They have like 2 big parks, 3 maybe if you want to cut it in half.
8,500.
Thank you. And a community swimming pool that they put money in. It broke, and they've been trying to fix it for the past 2 years now. So you look at Othello ever since I left, and they've been growing. They've been adding things. They've been doing things for at least doing things for the public, right? I remember in that time I'd come to Moses every once in a while to my aunt's place. It hasn't changed since I've shown up or before. It still feels the same. Sure, we've gotten new, bigger places, right? To buy things, but we've also lost places too. Like it's genuinely kind of freaky that nothing. Why are you giving me that face right now?
Moses Lake, I just saw the population compared to every other town surrounding us. We're literally almost 3 times the population size of everything else around us, and somehow we have less.
Yeah, it's stagnant. It's you look at like I guess an animal. Mm-hmm. An animal's supposed to be like a young animal's growing and growing.
God, I'm so happy. Go, continue. I know where you're going with this. I'm in love. Go, continue.
And you feed it everything, and you give it, treat it right, or I guess not treat it right, but you're giving it nutrients, you're feeding it.
You're doing the bare minimum.
And it's staying skinny. And you're like, why is it staying skinny? And you're like, you got to inspect it. And you got to look for the parasites and leeches and that are most likely evident on it. Because it's going somewhere. They're eating, it's going somewhere.
Caleb,
And now let's
getting it.
Now let's domain expand to the rest of the country.
That is exactly...
What?
That is exactly true.
All you have to look at is like you look at the whole. We gave ICE a X amount of $1 billion budget. We've given the military a 15% increase. I'm like,
For why?
what are we doing?
For what? Literally any issues, specifically on immigration, any issues that any immigrants are causing, I think financially it's doing more damage by just dumping money into stuff like that than just being like, what are the other problems that we have that are causing all this other problems?
It's,
you know, because going back to what we talked about on a previous episode, is the immigrant from Mexico really the reason why you can't buy a house right now?
No.
Or is it the conglomerate of real estate agencies that have purchased all the houses?
You know what's a crazy thing? Speaking about non-change, not to completely change the subject. You know how it's weird how we've never changed monopoly laws?
Yeah.
Is it weird that we've never made it easier for ourselves to be like, Apple's a problem, Microsoft's a problem, Amazon's a problem? We've never touched that area.
Is it weird that ever since the death of the one president who directly attacked monopolies to the point that the corporations tried to do a coup against him, that ever since he died, that we become more and more capitalist?
It's I am in a way I'm scared and excited just to see it all just collapse on its own weight. Because
At
you
some
just
point,
can't.
at some
Pretty
point,
much hollowed out, and not hollowed out, but we're on like little spokes. It's about to just crash down because the bottom's just carved out.
where's the trickle down, guys?
Once
I'm waiting for the trickle down of the economics.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'll say it like how it happened with the French. The minute people can't feed their kids, it's over. There's no longer liberal or conservative or Republican or. Once you can't feed your kids, once you can't just feed yourself, minimum, that's when shit becomes a problem. Because it doesn't matter. I'll argue this. I know I kind of in the past I said, yeah, I can't really rebel against the state or something because, well, look at the police. They're armored to the teeth. But then what happens when you have every American with a good, decent-sized magazine versus 25 armored police officers? When you have 50 armed men versus like 12 guys, what happens? Because at one point it's like Amazon or Apple's has to bend when everybody's around
That's
pissed.
assuming that the officers don't just go.
Exactly. Once you have the public officers, not the private ones, because those exist, go, yeah, I can't feed my kids anymore, dog. Like, it's either Jeff Bezos gives us his money and we reset, or someone's dying.
That's going full circle onto the beginning of this episode, how water and food is the most valuable thing you can ever have.
You know what? It is. Those goats outside are worth more than anything our paychecks are giving us. Unironically. How much do those goats cost? I'm just curious. Because you have an infinite food glitch outside.
300 for 3 of them, 2 of them. So probably we spent like 600, 700.
Technically, the goats aren't exactly an infinite food glitch because
Once they start shooting out milk every day, they said it's like a gallon a day per goat.
But at some point they die, and at some point,
But then you just
need to
have
breed.
a new.
Yeah.
But at some point you can't keep breeding the same ones because
No, you just have the baby,
Well,
and then you can trade along with people.
yeah. Somebody always has to have another goat.
But chickens, you only need one lineage of chickens.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, we have like 30 chickens.
So you have 2 infinite food
dogs.
glitches. They're just outside. No, it's just it's so weird.
It'd be nice to have a cow though. Raise a cow for a year, butcher it, and have meat for a whole year.
That's so crazy. You know what? I wonder how much food people wasted on a cow.
Probably a lot. Think about this, Alex. Do you recall back in the day when we walked the Oregon Trail, and I killed that buffalo for you, and you're like, "Oh man, you killed a buffalo," and I was like, "Yep, Alex, we got 1,000 pounds of meat." But nobody else in our crew helped us carry back the meat, so we were only able to take back 100 pounds. That's basically the entirety of the U.S.
You know we know what 1,000 pounds can. That's like how much?
We
does a
would
cow
have been
weigh?
fed like
3 years
a
over.
good chunk of
That'd
the
be
Oregon
2,000.
Trail.
Yeah.
A good chunk of our journey would have been set had the other 3 members of our crew helped carry back some of the meat.
It's so funny.
And that's realistic. That was exactly how it went. They're just like,
Yeah.
man, look at all this meat. You don't need all of it.
That's crazy. I think humans are really wasteful,
Yeah.
Well,
really greedy and
Americans-
wasteful. It's
Americans
very odd.
are. I want to say humans.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on the condition. You know what? Okay, here's an idea I want to bounce.
Lazy
off you guys.
people are very wasteful. Go ahead.
Do you think we've been on the high horse for too long as a culture? That this is how we've ended up at this point.
Yes.
Colby?
We've gaslit ourselves into thinking
I'm
that
trying
we're the best.
I'm trying to get the right words. We've been taught since we were kids how great we are. And we're
Honestly, it's ironic how we grew up seeing like all those like fictional or real dictatorships where they're like, look how they control them, and they're like, yes, hail to this organization. And then every morning at school we had to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'd celebrate multiple holidays talking about how America's the best.
My dad got angry one time that I said out loud. This is during Colin Kaepernick's thing, and I was with Colton during this, where me and him wouldn't get up during ASL for that, because I'm all like, that's when my radicalism started, where I was all like, this is bullshit. And then I told it to my dad, and he got angry at me. I'm like, those soldiers now as an adult, I'd argue with him now more about it. I'm like, those soldiers died for nothing. Did you learn nothing from Vietnam or the Middle Eastern
That's
conflict?
the craziest part, is we have specific holidays to honor those soldiers, and people don't even actually celebrate it to honor those soldiers who died.
They just gored themselves. I feel like when Gen Z gets older, I don't think you millennials will do it. I think you guys will just be
They're
right off the
they're
cuff.
too far gone.
No, they're not
already.
far gone. You
They're
guys,
too far gone.
you guys are the sad misproduct.
I've
of it.
heard the millennials speak. They're some of them are just as bad as the rest of them.
I think me and Caleb's generation will be defined by the fact that like we will actually be the first problem solvers. I don't think we actually problem solve anymore. I genuinely don't think so. Because all these countries eventually get a clue and they're like, okay, we got to do this. We don't. For whatever reason, we don't.
Because it doesn't
I
pay
think
the oil companies.
My generation's more the teacher. You guys are the enforcers. You guys actually enact what we teach. We're like, hey, this is bad.
And then
You're
if we fail, then Gen Alpha's just too unhinged. So if they get angry,
Suicide bombers.
they like it's basically game over. That's our trump card right there.
That's the
It's Gen
feral.
Alpha.
Gen Alpha's the feral generation. Because think about it like this: everybody complains Gen Z doesn't want to work and yada yada yada, but it basically just boils down to everything around us is shit. We know it's shit. We know when leaders are shit. So I wonder what's going to be Gen Alpha's thing. I wonder.
Gen Alpha, the generation that you literally can't tell them what to do.
It is going to be a fun next 20 years. You know what? I genuinely hope we get balkanized where everybody's just like, fuck this. I'm done with this whole thing. Clearly this relationship isn't working.
Just
We're
Mad
just going to
Max.
leave the union. It's not going to end up in a civil war. Everybody's going to be like, we're done. We've tried this for like 250 years. Clearly all of us have gone our own ways. Some countries want to enact Catholicism in class, while others are trying to get a bag like California. It's just like, what are we doing? Should we just have like a rock star breakup and just figure out our own things? And maybe like in 100 years we come back. Like, should we just figure out our own shit?
All right, gang. 50 states. I think that went too far. You know, I think we could split off into provinces. And
That's
call
what's
ourselves
hard
good.
is I think people have that mindset. It's just hard when the people in charge have so much power and leverage to just keep things the same.
I hate old people.
No, I can say it that I think the Pacific Northwest, we operate pretty fine.
Yeah.
Like the general area over here.
You know
we're
what's
good.
been? Have you been hearing about those billionaires falling off?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
I really think people are making their moves.
You know, there's been protests every day in California. There's always something happening. People are irritated.
Yeah.
That fucking Chinese guy nailed it on the goddamn head, man. And I'm honestly I'm not scared, but I'm kind of scared about what's going to happen next. Like I said on the last
Honestly,
podcast.
I'm down.
It's anticipation.
It's one person's going to do something like Black Monday, it's all going to go.
If we head to apocalyptic scenarios, I got my poncho, I got my gas mask. I'm gonna aura farm throughout the
I
apocalypse.
tell you what, if someone gets Trump, that's when everything's gonna. That's when it's gonna be all. That's the turning point, I think.
You know what? And I don't think you're wrong. I think it is his unexpected death that's just gonna, because with him gone,
what are all those his followers who have basically made their entire personality that gonna do?
Is that what's gonna happen? I think that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna die of like a heart attack in his sleep or something. The next day it's like fucking
Possible assassination of,
or something, right? Something like that. And it's just like, we got fucking chubby cheeks over here trying to enact laws, but then all of a sudden all these Democrats and like actual like big people go, wait a minute, you can't sue us anymore with trying to like big brother us. Fuck you. And then it just starts going to shit.
Like, wait a minute. So you guys have no power anymore.
Yeah, because now the charismatic head's gone, and now it's just like it trickles down. Like, do you think is that scary for you, Colby? Cole, I view you as like the average person, so I like to see your reactions to like.
Who am I the average? I'm pretty extreme. I'm like, hey, you see that billionaire, drag him on the streets
Kill
and
him
stomp
now.
on
Never
him.
mind, I was wrong. I thought Colby was normal.
At the end of the day, we people, individual people,
We've been
we need to just
talking
come
for
together.
a fucking hour. Holy shit! The time dilation kicked my ass right now.
I thought we were getting ready to wrap up the episode.
Alex didn't realize it was wrap up.
Dude,
He's having too much fun.
I was having too much fun with Colby. I thought it said 20 minutes like 5 minutes ago. It's an hour.
I know, it said like 30 minutes.
No, what we need to do is us people just need to come together and actually just be people together. Like that's the biggest problem is we don't want to be people together.
Yeah.
Like, we don't just coexist. We're like, grr, you're my enemy. Grr, I hate you. Grr, something else. When it's like, man, you can just sit down at a table with any other human and just eat lunch. Like there's nothing stopping you other than the billionaires.
I can't tell you how beneficial it is just to talk to someone about something they're into, and you learn so much.
Yeah.
I've learned so much just talking to people, Montana, anywhere. I'm like, what about this? And they will just go off on all their experience and what they've learned and the best way to do things. I'm like,
I think individualism in America is killing a lot because I've had those experiences before, and it's just like, oh wow, I yapped for 20 minutes. I kind of feel better even about myself just listening to somebody. It's kind of nice. It's kind of reassuring that you just had those conversations, being extreme as you are in Montana, and it's just like, oh, are we really that different? Are they?
No, of course not.
It was just like, what's going on?
The difference
here?
is fabricated.
that is true.
Literally,
They want you to choose two sides.
There's literally no difference between a white man and a black man, a straight man and a gay man. Literally, we all just can hang out at a barbecue together and eat food, but the powerful people have decided for us that we are enemies. And that shouldn't be the case.
I hope if I wake up tomorrow and that motherfucker's gone.
When I see the headline, Caleb and Post put the Dolphins on screen.
I really do wait every day to get the text from you, deadass. I hope there's some days you text me. I have an annoying ringtone for you. I've never changed it because it goes on forever. Nobody else on my phone does that. I think it's just character personality. And it happens. But some days when it happens, I go, Caleb, please tell me.
Send me the headline.
Because I always see Caleb's text. I won't answer Caleb's text for like hours. And I know you know that I saw it. And you know.
I know you do. And I'm like, this guy, I'm trying to get my day scheduled. And he's taking forever to answer.
But there's some days when that annoying ringtone pops off. And I go, Caleb, please tell me it's the day, man. Please tell me.
It's part of the midnight text. He's like, oh.
Caleb's done that where he's texting me something crazy at midnight. I go, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Wait a minute.
I wait for it every.
I wait to see the headline every day.
I'm battling financiers right now, but if it were to happen, I will go to the store, buy a steak for myself, maybe even my family. I'm having a cookout. I see those memes where it's like. When I figure out my ex is having a terrible life situationship and her life is crumbling, and I go out and party, but with this fuck ass conservative mindset, because I genuinely, I've never had the question with my dad. Be like, I know what he kind of thinks, but even when I come up to my mom and stuff, it's just like, if you were given public transportation here, you save money, you know it's safe, why not invest in it? What ruins it for you?
Yeah, that makes no sense how we don't have that.
No.
Or another bridge.
Or another bridge.
Yeah, or another bridge. That's
Literally, can you imagine?
If something happens on the West Coast, we're like, and they have to retreat, like say what the prophecy is true and the coast breaks, earthquake, whatever, Seattle sinks, then everyone is going on I-90 going that way, and guess who's in the middle of I-90?
Weeby.
You have to go all the way to Ephrata to go around.
But can you imagine if we just had like a tram system that even ran just in Moses Lake?
Oh no, Caleb's talking about trains again. He's gonna.
Can you imagine
30-minute extension?
If we just had a rail system, like we literally. If we had a second bridge, we would have literally the most perfect circle.
What's stupid
is make a tram system.
What's even more stupid is how much money you could make from that.
It's true.
You make so much money.
Even that. You could make it solar powered and it auto runs.
You know what's
literally everything in this town should be solar. Everything in this area should be solar powered because all we get is sun year round.
Just make it Midgar.
On top of every roof, we could have solar panels and we would probably be able to power half the state.
So you want to know the fucked up part? So China over the past 15 years has been doing that exact same thing, and I think they're the most profitable green source country on the entire fucking planet.
What's funny? You know what's funny is Washington was supposed to we were working on an initiative to get that done, but guess who stopped that? Guess who stopped that? You'll never guess.
Who was it, Caleb?
It was the Tangerine. Oh. He stopped it.
You know what a stupid fuck ass comment he made the other day? I don't like the wind turbine. They're ugly. I'm like, those only. You think those are going to be in the fucking city? No, they're going to be 30, 40 miles out that way with a wind channel, you dumbass.
Where there's wind, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, what are we talking about?
Dude, I saw this turbine with magnets and it went on forever just with a magnet pulling.
We could have, how are we not utilizing the biggest energy source available to us other than human greed?
It's just genuine bullshit. I genuinely believe that people at the top are restricted because of companies.
Yeah.
I hope maybe by some grace of God I end up in a political career and I somehow become president. immediately first day. I'm cutting the U.S. military budget in half. I'm gonna use that money now
That
for
money's going into infrastructure.
and green energy.
Can you imagine if the military budget went into infrastructure? We'd have so much good
It'd be a utopia.
stuff.
It'd be the Jetsons.
No, you'd be right because we would have. It's so. I don't understand
Can
why
you
we
imagine
live.
if we funded education?
It is so weird. It's kind of backwards because some people have made the utopian argument saying if we actually stop putting money in the guns and just put it into like not even like crazy ideas, that the bottom line would go up so fucking high and fast that it would be unrecognizable. I do not understand why it's built like that. And I remember having this argument with my mom about that whole event. What was the country with the fucking concentration camp prison? What was it again?
Guantanamo Bay?
No, not that one. That one's for getting answers out of people. The other one in the Latin country. It doesn't matter, right? And
El Salvador?
yes, that one. And they were arguing for that guy to come back into the United States. And my mom was like, "There's paperwork involved." What fucking paperwork? The guy was wrongfully put there. Isn't it just
it's too much paperwork to bring back a guy who's wrongfully convicted.
Isn't it just a phone call of like?
Let me get my coffee.
Yeah, isn't it just a phone call of, hey, you accidentally put the guy wrong there? Can you release him?
He
and put
has
him on this
brown
plane?
eyes.
How come you haven't released him yet? It's a lot of paperwork.
What's his ethnicity?
Paperwork? What do you mean paperwork? It's stuff I don't get it.
You mean I have to do my job? I think me having to do my job is significantly worse than that guy being in the prison. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't understand why there's so much yellow, red, green bullshit tape for things to get done when it just should be, hey, we put that guy wrongfully there. We're sending a car and a plane there. Put him in it. We'll transfer him over back here. Why is it that complicated? I feel like there's just shit in place for things. I know there's regulation to it. Don't get me wrong. I understand why it's in place. But in some scenarios, why is there so many walls? Because we have all this money, all this power, right?
Corporations.
Yeah,
Corporations.
it's just, why
It always
don't
goes
we do
back to
good?
corporations, like that Black Rock girl who got.
That's crazy. A bunch of young people are going down. It's crazy.
It's almost like, you know,
She was in your age bracket, by the way. That was a millennial.
it's almost like you shouldn't, make the housing market terrible for everyone. Like,
Can I squatter rights my way into having a house? Can I
think you
squatter
could,
right, Max?
actually.
I think technically you can.
You can just go to a house and just sit there and be like,
I get my whole YouTube setup. Squatter's house. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
I have my YouTube setup. Squatter house maxing. I already have the legal paperwork. Go fuck off. Can't you do that?
yeah, you can in most states.
Oh my god, I have a way to fuck over BlackRock. You boys with me?
Yes.
What's are we saying that next episode or are you saying it?
What if we squatter max our way on YouTube, get a whole bunch of views and be like, yeah, so this was owned by BlackRock, but due to the state law, I now own it because no one lived
It's
here.
mine now.
So wait, how does that work? If I end up squatter writing, do I have to buy the house or is it just mine at that point? Can I
honestly
loophole my
don't
way
know.
out of it? But I only have
You
to
didn't
pay
sign
property
any
tax?
papers. You didn't sign anything.
Caleb and Post, zoom in on me. There might be a way to get a house in 2025. Unpatched.
Glitch unpatched.
Glitch unpatched 2025.
What if everyone works together and just all squat
You could.
together and they're like, oh yeah, what are you gonna do? But like honestly, the population can be so powerful they just all came together.
That's
If
what
they
I'm
all
saying.
work together, it's like nothing could stop them.
Okay, I think
That's the problem though, is getting everyone on the same page.
Yeah, we've been ranting. I don't want this to be 2 hours. We can keep on going with Colby here. This is bad. But there we go. What was supposedly the topic for today?
We'll save it for next week.
I know. Okay. Fair enough.
No. Well, maybe.
Unless he dies.
Unless he does.
If he dies, bro, it's speculation territory.
Maybe I'll be back.
If he dies, live stream.
I'm gonna make
Live stream
so
the
many-
apocalypse.
I'd make so many tweets, bro. It'd be dead. What if nobody shows up to his funeral?
That would be like his birthday celebration
crazy.
parade. How nobody showed up to that.
Fucking crazy, man. Crazy. Okay, Alex is hungry.
All right. Well, that's it for this week's episode. We started off one direction and went completely off the rail for anybody who thought that we weren't going to go down that path.
And then we came back on that road again, and then went off again.
And then we killed them. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye!